Welcome to Integration TV's Shahan Sheko. It's Sunday. Thanks for joining me. I know you guys are all over the world, and I'm excited every Sunday when I get together with Somalis who are passionate about living a life of contribution and using their talents, skills to make a difference in this world. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget, you can subscribe below and connect with us every week and watch our great past programs and all our great upcoming shows for the summer. I'm so excited to share. We've got great new shows coming. So don't forget, subscribe right now and connect, because that's what we want to do. We want to connect people through the mind and the hearts, and that's what we're doing at Integration TV. Last week I was on vacation, but so much stuff has happened. Do you remember that story that we ran about Dr. Habib? Oh my goodness, can you imagine? The Somali government is now giving him land. We just got some clips in from our correspondent in Somalia in Mogadishu, and as you can see, the party that Dr. Habib had to celebrate his good news that the Somali government will be providing land, and the company of Dahab will be building the mental hospital in Somalia in Mogadishu. And to me, that is what we should be living for, making other people's dreams reality. So Dr. Habib, I think, wanted to say something to us. Let's run that clip.
gabadha daadaya ee lagu magacaabo ayaan yuusuf oo reer Canada ah, sidoo kale hodan naaleeye Integration TV maantana TV-ga maanta ugu firfircoon dhinaca website-ka.
Thank you, Dr. Habib. It's so wonderful to see that you are experiencing joy and that you deserve it. So thank you. And thank you for all the viewers who contributed to his campaign to help him get this started. But we're glad that the Somali government is stepping up, because that's what we need: accountability, and to help good people who are providing services on the ground to be supported. So I'm excited. On today's show, we're going to talk about the role of media and how words have so much power to influence a society that is rebuilding itself. Many of you were on my Facebook earlier this week when a controversial clip was posted to discuss what is acceptable that is being broadcast in the media. And one thing that I've learned, and I'll be very honest with you guys, is that I don't like politics, okay? I'm not into politics, I'm into prosperity, but I'm into media, and I think that we underestimate the value and the power the media has to change the minds and the hearts of people. Many of us who live in the diaspora, and I'm gonna deliver this message to you guys, and you can take it however you want, or you may not even be ready to hear this message. But we are fortunate, okay? We are fortunate to live in a comfortable countries where we have computers, where we have food to eat, where we have TVs to watch. But many of our brothers and sisters in Somalia are not. And if you do not understand that, I don't know how else I can convey it. Majority of our country are in poverty. They are poor. And every day, the messages in the media in Somalia are constantly being used, manipulated, and destroying everyday people that you and I are way more fortunate than. So today, I know that many of you came on my Facebook, and it got really, I was just shocked that the same values that we ran away from in a country, we're still carrying into other parts of the world. How can we have that much to say about a country that we do not live in? We do not see the struggles every day these people go through. You know, I know that many of you will say, well, Hoden, you know, how could you even say these things? But I'm just telling you right now, I do not live in Somalia, okay, or any other region of Somalia. But what I do know is that the people in our country are needing us They need us to really change our mentality. Our kids should not be dying in boats traveling to different countries in the world. Our kids should not be starving, okay? Mothers should not be dying giving births while we are on computers arguing about simple things that don't even matter. What matters is how can we rebuild this country? How can we use our talents, our skills to contribute? Because if we don't, guess what, guys? Another generation of children, and please listen to me clearly, another generation of children in that country will be gone. And I know that this is not something that you guys come to this channel to hear of, because I'm always the happy lucky girl, but I'm passionate about this because my passion is media and how we can use this tool to really impact the lives of the people who need it the most. It's young people in Somalia who have the opportunity today to get a second chance at life that they did not have for the past 20 years. So I beg you, please, when we're having discussions, let's open our hearts and forget about this tribalism stuff. We are not here to talk about tribes. We want to support prosperity. Whatever region of Somalia that is doing great, I support it. I love it. I want to see every young Somali person who is going to school in Sudan, who's going to school in Pakistan, who's going to school in Turkey, who's going to school in Malaysia, to come back to that country and to be able to have jobs, to create jobs for these young people. Because guess what? No one else is doing it for them. And they're educated, and their education means nothing if they cannot go back to their country with stability and prosperity. So all you guys in the diaspora, I urge you, think about that young person in that country that doesn't have the fortune, the livelihood that you do sitting on your computers. So today's show will talk about the role of media and how we can utilize it as a positive tool to bring change to the hearts and minds of young people. And I hope that you join me on that journey, and we'll be back right after these messages with our first guest. Welcome back. Let's go right now to Face Off, where we meet a viewer from Facebook who actually has an opinion. She was actually on our show 2 weeks ago, and she called us again because she was wanted to give her opinion on the piece that we put on Facebook the other day.
aad iyo aad uga xumaaday maadaama hooyo ciyaal leedahay ciyaalkaygana u jeclayn inay bartaan ama luqadaas ay ku hadlaanba ay heerkaas gaarin rasuulka calaih salaam wuxuu yiri litatacaarafu qabiilka sidiisa banaanba waxaan idiin barnay saa iskaga barateen qof kasta qofkiisa ehelka ah iyo qofkiisa u dhow yahay adeerkiisa artigiisa uu kala garto mashin la isku caayo oo la isku gaarsiiyo haddii nin uu asagu ka hadlay opinionkiisa ina anagu isku caayna ma ahane waa anagu inaan ka soo horjeedsanaa dadkaas sida u hadlaya ama cilmi ha lahaadaan ama iisa lahaanin inay maaragtay joojiyaan siday u hadlayaan dadka meediada iyo telefisyoonka iyo loo dhiibayo loona mikrofoonka inta loo dhiibo publica ka hadlaya inay joojiyaan ba ahayd inaan anagu samayno mashiin anaguna create garayno dhibaato ah inaan isku jawaabno marka waxaan aad iyo aad ilaahay idinkaga rajaynayaa hooyooyinkoo dhanna kula talinaya cudurka kansarka oo kale buu noqday qabiilkii 20 sano hadda qaxootinahay ama baasaboor gaduudan haysa ama baasaboor cagaaran haysa qaxooti u baataa immigrant Soomaali ah tahay marka I hope magaca Soomaali inaan ku wada dhaqano oo kulligayo isku gacan ku dhaqano qabiilka joojina ciyaalka dhalan doona iyo kuwa hadda joogana magaca qabiilka aan ka tirtirno ilaahay waxa idinkaga rajaynayaa inuu insha Allah cudurkaas naga baabi'iyo waa cudur aad u xun hodana aad iyo aad baa ugu mahadsantahay walaal opinionkayga halkan ka soo jeesad igu soo qaatay programkaaga thank you.
And now we speak with Molid Hujali, a Somali journalist who grew up in the Dadaab refugee camp. Now he is covering humanitarian issues in Somalia, and he says that hate media in Somalia is real. So we need to address this and talk about how do we change the narrative for young Somalis in that country by utilizing the power of media. And he says it all starts with teaching the journalist on the ground. Welcome to Integration, Molid. How are you? You join us from London, England.
Hi, Hadan. Thanks for having me on Integration today.
So tell us your experience with the Somali media.
In my experience as a journalist, I choose the field of humanitarian because I have been living in the refugee camps in northeastern Kenya for quite a long time, for almost half of my life, and I have seen the impact of journalism. And there I used to write about the challenges of the refugee camps, the people's lives, and I saw like firsthand that media could be used to change people's lives. And well, the Somali media is really contributing to what is the reconstruction of the country and telling the people's stories. But these days, it seems that the Somali media is being used as a tool by the politicians, by clan leaders and elders to spread their cause. And that's becoming a very big challenge in Somalia.
And what do you think can be done about that?
Well, it's up to the media owners and the government to regulate this kind of hate speech that are being aired in the Somali media, because it's distracting the whole cause of the voice of the people, and it is misleading, spreading hate among the people and inciting. I'm saying this because it's the responsibility of the media owners to make sure that whatever they're releasing, because these MBs, these clan elders all come to the media and accuse each other. So the media owners are not taking this matter seriously. They have to make sure that the impact it has will never affect the reconciliation process.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned at the end of the show today because we've got a big announcement coming up. Don't forget, stay tuned. Huge announcement for Integration TV at the end of the program. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Integration. Shahan Sheko joining us from Alberta, our correspondent, Mohammed Ahmed Ilkaase. He was on my last season of Integration on TV, and he joins us because he is a former journalist inside of Somalia. He actually was the 6 o'clock anchor on the Somalian national TV station. Like I said earlier, of Somaliga, wigu adag yahay, but waan ku dadaalayaa inaan barto, inaan dadka la hadlo, inaan dadka wax u sheegno, and dadka wadnahooda iyo maskaxdooda inaan rajo tusno, because waxaasa loo baahan yahay wadankeeni. So Ilkaase will join us right now. He wants to talk about his experience in media and what we can do and what has been done and how we can, even if we do one little change of just one little change of the dial from negativity to positive, that we can really have an impact in helping this country get back on its feet. So Mohammed Ahmed Ilkaase, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Hodan, and Alaya, having a chat with you. Thank you very much, Hodan.
So, Mohammed, hadda waxaan ku weydiinayaa markaa Soomaaliya ka shaqeynaysay maxaa ka socday media?
aad iyo aad baa mahadsan tahay Hodan Alaya, waana kaaga mahad celinayaa shaqada adag ee aad qaranka u hayso ee bulshada Soomaaliyeed lagu dhiirigelinayo tubta iyo toobiyaha wanaagsan say u qaadi lahaayeen lagu tusinayo. Hodan saxaafadda Soomaaliyeed si guud waxa u saaran mas'uuliyad qaran oo ku saabsan sidii loo jihayn lahaa ummadda Soomaaliyeed wadada wanaagsan iyada oo lagu dhiirigelinayo bulshada lana tusayo qaabkii marxaladda aan maanta ku jiro looga bixi lahaa. Saxaafaddu waa tool loo adeegsan karo in loogu qareemo nabadda isjacaylka. maanta dadka fikradaha nacaybka faafinaya oo siyaasiyiinta sheeganaya oo dhowr iyo 20 sano ee wadanku burbursanaana inay soo haystay dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed maskaxda ka haystay wax meel kale ka raadinin magaalo kale ha eegin magaalada aad joogto ama caasimadda Soomaaliya Muqdisho haato Gaalkacyo haato Boosaaso haato Hargeysa haato Burco haato Laascaanood haato Kismaayo Baydhabo Beledweyne magaalo uu samareen magaalo kasta oo Soomaaliyeed eeg maanta magaalada aad joogto ninka siyaasiga ah ee siyaasadda inuu idin matala sheegta bal fiiri waxa uu magaaladiina u qabtay eeg waxa uu sameeyay eeg yani waxay noqonaysaa inaad adigu dib isugu noqoto oo haddaad fikirto kaliya inta fariisato maxaan ummadayda yeedan ugu jirtaa inaadan helin bay noqonaysaa wixii aad raadinaysa marka waxaa loo baahan yahay maskaxdeena la sheekaysano inagoo keliyana inaan fikirro bal qofkan siyaasiga la iska taageerayo muxuu kuu sameeyey marka dadka dib ula haraya magaalo kastoo Soomaaliyeed bay joogaan magaalo kastay joogaan in dadkaas waxa la yiraahdo loo wada midoobo dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed oo mustaqbalka leh maanta majority-ga haddii landheero maanta la sheego landheero waa dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed maxaa yeelay 70% haddii aad ka tahay waddanka oo waxa la yiraahdo ay 30 ka yar tahay qabiilkii ugu weynaa ay ku faan lahayd baa maanta haysataa oo ah qabiilka dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed oo 30% waxa la yiraahdo 70% maadaama la yiraahdo 30 bay ka yar tahay da'doodu yani ma jiro wax ka fiican oo ku faanto inaad dadkaas 70% ka umadaada in aad jacayl iyo walaaltinimo ku dhex faafiso oo iyagii adeegsato aqoonyahan leh wax maanta dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed ee sanadaha burburka kacay maskaxdooda aqoontooda iyo cilmigooda haddii laga faa'iideysto dadkii ugu wanaagsanaa ee maanta la isku dubaridi lahaa weeyaan cid isku dubaritay la yihiin in dadkaas la isku dumo la isku keeno odayaashan waxa la yiraahdo ma caynayno oo mana habaarayno laakiin waxaan leenahay ilaahay haddaadan hanuun la doonin dhaafi odayaashan haddii hanuun waxa la yiraahdo uu sugan yahay ilaahay soo hanuuni ummadda intaad haysan karteen maskaxda ka haysan karteen waa ka haysateen intaasu ku filan dhibaato iyo silic iyo saxariir ummadda ka hor leexda dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed maanta markay idaacadaha iyo telefishinada ay idinka arkaan idinka oo qabiil ku hadaaqaya reer hebel ku hadaaqaya waa la idinku qoslaa wiilasha adeerada u tihiin baa idinla yaaba wax soo barta marka dhalinyarada odayaashan siyaasiyiinta ama odayaal dhaqameedka qaarkood ha ahaadaan ama dadkan waxa la yiraahdo horboodayaasha iyo wax kasta ha ahaadaan dadka noocaasa ilaahayna uga baaqa waxaad samaynaysaan waxa la yiraahdo waxaan ummadda Soomaaliyeed aan mar kale u dardaarmaya in ay arintaas ay muhiimada saaraan
aad iyo aad baa u mahadsan tahay Ilka Case insha Allah we look forward to seeing you more on the show and appreciate you for coming on Integration. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me with Shah and aad baan u faraxsanahay maanta inaan sheeko wanaagsan iyo Shah aan wada qaadano. Thank you very much.
Speaking of sharing Somali stories and taking back the narrative in Somalia, I wanted to share with you that starting June 4th, you can come every Thursday to our YouTube channel and watch for our very first host of Integration besides myself. Finally, I'm hiring people, guys, okay? He's only 18 and he's from Holland and he is living in Somalia for the summer. We'll get to meet Rashid Abdullahi as we premiere his show on Integration TV every Thursday, coming straight out of Somalia. So watch him every Thursday on our channel, Rashid Abdullahi, 18 years old, coming back to Somalia and experiencing life and what it's like in that country and sharing his views, his days and what he does during the day and his experience of walking around in Hamad, or maybe even we're going to consider taking him to other parts of Somalia too, depending on his schedule. But Rashid's 252 summer, that's right, my Mogadishu summer is coming up for all the diaspora that are going back to Hamad this summer. You'll get to meet him on Lido Beach and come and join the conversation, Integration TV in Somalia. I'm so excited. This is what I live for, sharing good stories about young people that can inspire them and bring change to their lives. If you live in Toronto, don't forget next week join us at the Awakening Conference and also the Halal Food Festival, Saturday and Sunday. I'm so excited just to connect and inspire and motivate and take things to the next level for our community because we deserve it. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, we got this, okay? No more dream killers. We'll see you next week.